Hey Sequence family, for today's workout, you are not going to need any equipment. And in fact, we're actually going to be on the ground for most of today's workout. Let's start out with our warm-up.
For the warm-up, we'll start out on the ground with a cat camel. This is when you go into complete flexion and then move into extension of your low back. The adductor hip rock backs involve you kicking your leg out and bringing your butt towards your heel. And the thoracic rotations involve you sitting back into your heels and completing rotation at your upper back.
The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to get down on all fours and we're going to do a cat camel. So for this, what we're going to do is we're going to go into full extension, look up, and then fully flex at your spine, just like this. And then go right back into extension, and that's just gonna be one repetition. So let's go 5 of those. So again, we're going full flexion just like this. Head down, and full extension, and look up. And that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the next thing that we're going to do is you're going to stay right in this position, and all we're going to do is we're going to kick one leg out to the side, and we're just going to rock back, and you're going to feel a stretch on your inner thigh. So what that's going to look like from this side is we're right here, that leg goes out, and just rock back, bring your butt to your heel, and then come forward. And we'll go 5 on each side. So this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then let's just go 1 more. And from there, we'll just go over and we'll do the other side so you can see what that looks like from this angle. Again, I'm just bringing my butt back to my heel, feeling a good stretch right here on my inner leg. 4, 1 more. And we will just continue to stay right in this position. And I'm just gonna have you put your hand on your neck, rock your butt back to your heel, and go get a good rotation just like this. So we're bringing our elbow to our other arm and coming up just like this. So elbow to the inside of your other elbow and rock like that. And you should feel a good stretch in your back. And let's go over to the other side again, bringing my butt, sitting into my heels if that's possible, and going a nice rotation just like that. All right. And so from there, that's gonna be our 3, so we'll run through that one more time. Again, the cat camel, we'll do that for 5. We'll do our extensions for 5. And then we'll do our, I can't even think right now, our rock backs for 5, and then our extensions for 5. I should be better than this. I actually got to sleep in today till 7:30-ish. I should be better at remembering 3 things in a row. But we're all human. 3, let's go 1 more. All right, and then so again, kick that leg out, and we're just rocking back, just like this, going for 5. You should feel a nice stretch there. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we'll just go ahead and we will do that other leg, and ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I do have Scout right over here, but he's off camera right now. He doesn't want to be a star at the moment. He just wants to be napping. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we'll go through this just on that other side. And then the exercises that we're going to be doing, that will be coming up, will be predominantly core focused and with some lower body components to it. 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so the 3 exercises that we are going to do, the first one is going to be a shoulder tap. We'll do 10 total of those. And then we're going to go into what's called an alternating leg lowering exercise. So for that, you're going to be on your back. And then staying on our back, we're going to be doing a glute bridge. So
For the shoulder tap, hold the push-up position and tap your opposite shoulder. For the next exercise, the alternating leg lowering, lower one leg to the ground, keep the other one up, and then alternate. For the last exercise, the glute bridge, have your legs bent and bridge your hips up towards the ceiling for this exercise.
For the shoulder taps, we can start out in a push-up position. An alternative is to go down on your knees, just like this. And all we're going to be doing is 10 total taps, so 5 on each shoulder. So here's what that's gonna look like. It's gonna be 1, 2, and we're trying hard not to rotate our hips like this. That means our core is engaged. So we can get going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great. Now we're going to be on our back for the next 2 exercises. Number 1 is going to be alternating leg lowering. So all that's going to look like is our legs are going to be straight or as straight as you can get them. This is fine as well. And we're just going to go 1, 2. So when you're doing this exercise, try to make sure that your low back is staying in contact with the ground. You should feel this in your stomach, okay? If you feel like your low back is coming up off the ground, think about just if there was like an egg underneath your low back, think about you want to break it and crush it. Although that would be, you definitely don't want to do that. That would be messy and gross. We're gonna go 10 of those. 1, 2. When I was in college, someone told me you can't break an egg. 4, with your bare hand by squeezing it as hard as you can, which for the most part is true. And he challenged me to hold an egg. 6, 7, and I squeezed it as hard as I could, and it exploded all over the ceiling. 9 and 10. We might have done more reps on that, but there's probably still an egg stain on that ceiling. So if you're at SUNY Portland and you happen to live in that apartment, that would be funny to know if that egg stain was still there. All right, next one is going to be a hip bridge. We're gonna do that for 10 repetitions. So the hip bridge is just lifting our hips up just like this, up off the ground, and you should be feeling that in your butt. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, and that is 10. So those are our 3 exercises. It's the shoulder taps, alternating leg lowering, glute bridge, 10 for each of them. We can take a quick break. I don't know why you're so off camera. This is Scout. If you've seen any of my videos, you probably already know him. He always comes to the gym with me. He's a lucky guy. He does not like being alone, so that's why he's with me. And I don't like being without him either. Are you ready? Do you think we had enough rest? All right, he says back to shoulder taps. All right, 10 reps, here we go. Ready? 1, remember, an alternative is, we can just go down just like this. And so if we're doing this alternative, keep a straight line from your shoulder all the way to your knee. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great. And we're back on our back. Again, both legs up, going 10 total reps. 1, low back in contact with the ground. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, and then we are going to be doing 10 glute bridges. Ready? And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, that's super. So we're going to do one more round of these 3 exercises, and then we'll move into a next round of 3 different exercises. So we'll go back to those shoulder taps. Again, trying your hardest not to rotate at your hips so that you do feel that core engagement. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, and we are on our backs again. Last one, last of the leg lowering, alternating leg lowering. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that's 10. Okay, and then we got our last set of 10 hip bridges. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's super. So we don't actually have to go too far away from that position for our next round of exercises. 2 of our exercises are going to be on the ground, and 1 of our exercises is going to be standing up.
For the dead bug exercise, start with your legs at 90 degrees and extend one leg out at a time while keeping your low back on the ground. For the bear hold, what you're going to do is you're going to keep your arms straight and your knees just slightly above the floor and hold that position. For the body weight squat, we're going to bend our legs until our elbows approach the insides of our knees.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do 10 total dead bugs. So it's another core exercise where we're going to start, and actually all we're going to worry about is legs. So legs are just going to be at 90 degrees. Some dead bug variations have you have your hands up. Let's just keep our hands around the ground just like this. And we're just going to go one leg out at a time. And just like all of the core exercises that we've been doing so far, we're going to focus on keeping our low back in contact with the ground. Legs returned at 90 degrees. So it's going to be one leg out and then the other leg out. Some alternatives are you can also go up a little bit higher, just like this, if you feel like your low back is raising up off the ground. So we're gonna go 10 total. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. The next exercise that we're going to do, we're going to hold either a push-up position like this, or we're going to hold a bear position just like this. The bear position, you might feel your quadriceps working a little bit more. So I'm fine is with you picking either option. You might want to do one option for one round, one option for the next round, and maybe find out what works best for you. But we're gonna just do a 10-second hold, and then we're standing up and we're gonna do 10 body weight squats. All right, so this hold is just right here. All right, so that's gonna be a 10-second hold. Another option that you can do is you can hold for as long as you can, just drop down, and then reset back up. All right, run the clock. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so from there, we're just going to stand right up and we're going to do 10 body weight squats. So for this, what we're going to think about doing is bringing our elbows right to the inside of our knees like this. Another option is, especially if you maybe have some knee issues, is to sit back more like that. You'll feel that a little bit more in your hamstrings. So that's our next option. Sit back, lean forward more, and that's fine. So we're going to go 10 squats, then we're back on the ground for dead bugs. All right, ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And for this, my feet are about shoulder width apart. Some people do better with a slightly wider stance. If you go wider, you might want to put your toes out a little bit more. 8, I think. 9, and 10. All right, great. We are back down on the ground. Another night, got up, right? We got up, had to go to the bathroom, and I woke up. And when I went back to the bedroom, this guy was literally, he took all my head space. You went right into where my head goes, and you said, this is my home now. But you know, typically he's a foot guy. He sleeps by the feet. But you stole my spot, and he sneezes. It's pretty funny. He sneezes more than any dog I've ever known. I think maybe he's allergic to himself. All right, next is going to be dead bugs. Now you can go back to bed so people can see what the dead bug looks like. Yep, there you go. All right, and he's back asleep. All right, here we go. Remember, 1, low back on the ground. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Great, so remember a couple options for this one. We can go push-up position, bear position, or bear position with a drop down as needed. I'll continue with the bear position for this, but you can pick whichever option fits you best. 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, and we are standing back up, and 10 squats. Remember for this, again, trying to go for elbows to the inside of our knees, but other options are controlling that range of motion. Again, something like this, again, that's a fine option. We always just maybe try to get a little bit more as we progress. All right, ready, here we go. 10 squats, do the best that you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're doing great. We just have one more round, and we'll do a quick cool down. Back down on the ground. I can give you a few seconds if you'd like to get some water. And just remember, you can always pause these and resume them if you need to take a little bit of a longer break to get water or feel like you need to recover a little bit more. This is going to be all at your own pace, but you've done great so far. This is the last round of dead bugs. So here we go. 1. Actually, that's 3. Sorry. 4. I'm just counting 1. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, last round of bear holds. I'll show you from this position, and then we're standing up, doing our squats, and then a nice easy pull down, and you did it. Here we go, 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 and a half, 9, 10. All right. Last one of squats. So 10 squats. We're gonna go back down to the ground. We'll just do a nice little cool down, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, let's go back down on the ground, and here's what we're going to do. We're just going to return to that dead bug position, but we won't be doing anything correlated. We're just gonna let our legs go off to the side like this, let our head face the other way. Take a big deep breath in, exhale, and then we'll switch over to the other side. We'll go in through our nose and out through our mouth. And switch over, we'll do 2 more on each side. Remember, whichever way our legs are facing, well, our head will face the opposite direction. One more on each side. And last switch. All right. So let's take our left knee and bring it into our chest. Let our right leg go out and get a good glute stretch there. And when you're doing this, take some nice deep breaths in. Go in through our nose and out through our mouth. Hopefully you had a good workout. You should be proud of yourself. If you've done this workout, and you've made it this far with me switch legs, just let me know. Hopefully we've had a chance to chat by now, but if not, I would love to hear back from you. Send me an email, let me know that you did it. If you're not sure what my email is, you can always message your customer care team, and they can always get you set up to have a meeting with me. So a big part of it is doing this, but things come up, make it challenging to stick with your routine. That does happen. So just remember, you have me for support. If you need to make sure that you need any tailoring to your workout routines, or if you need any behavioral strategies to make sure you're staying consistent. And then let's just sit back up, and all we're going to do is we're just going to rock back just down into this child's pose. Reach out, take a couple more deep breaths in through our nose and out through our mouth. We go one more breath, and you can walk your fingers out, try to get a good stretch there. All right. And you did a great job today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you on the next one.